Hi guys. So today we're going to be looking at equations involving matrices. And quickly let's dive into the problem we have in front of us. It says if matrix A equals this and this, find C such that A multiplied by C gives us B. So I'm going to go straight into solving. We say matrix A multiplied by matrix C gives us B. So what this implies is that what is matrix A? 1, 2, 3, 4. Matrix C. Now we can, since we weren't given matrix C, we can take it to be, let's pick maybe some alphabets. So let's say matrix C is A, B, C, and D. And then we say it is equal to matrix B, which was given as minus 3, 2, 1, and 4. So now I'm going to quickly multiply because this depicts multiplication. So I'm going to multiply this to remember what we learned in our multiplication of matrices. You multiply this way 1 times A. So I'm going to pick that as, okay, let me just write 1 times A plus 2 times C. Then we have 1 times B plus 2 times D. If you've not seen the video multiplication, please check the playlist. It's going to help you understand better what I'm doing here. 4 times C, then 3 times B plus 4 times D. So this here, we're trying to confirm that it's going to give us this. So A times 1 is going to give us A. So that's A plus 2C. Then we have 3A plus 4C. Then we have here B plus 2D. Then we have here 3B plus 4D. So this is minus 3, 2, 4, 1. Okay, so now what this also means is that I can pick these one after the other to equate it to the elements of this matrix. That is A plus 2C can be equated to minus 3. Then, okay, so let me call this equation 1. Then B plus 2D can be equated to 2. And I'm going to call that equation 2. Then move this upward a little. Then 3A plus 4C can be equated to 1. And I'm going to call that equation 3. Then 3B plus 4D can also be equated to equation to the number 4, and I'm going to call that equation 4. Now we're going to solve this simultaneously. If A plus 2C gives me this, and now which of the problems can I quickly fish out the answers? So let me make from equation 1, I can transform equation 1 to give me A equals minus 3 minus 2C. So I'm going to call this expression equation, let me call it equation Roman numeral I. Now I'm going to put equation I into equation 3. So wherever I see A, I'm going to introduce this term. So 3A, of course, that means 3 minus 2C plus 4C is going to give me 1. Yeah. So 3, I'm going to multiply out. So 3 times minus 3 is minus 9. So this is minus 9 minus 6c plus 4c equals 1. So in collecting like terms, minus 6c plus 4c was 1 plus 9. So I'm going to come over to this side to try to solve it here. Now, minus 6 plus 4 is minus 2c, and this is 10. So dividing through by the coefficient of c, I'm going to get that c is equal to minus 5. C is equal to minus 5. So I've gotten my answer for C. Okay, then quickly, I'm going to solve the other expression. Since I've gotten a value for C or an expression for C, I can now get my value for A. Remember, we said that A equals to minus 3 minus 2c. So since I have an expression for c, I'm simply going to slot it in. So a is equal to minus 2, then c is minus 5. So this is going to give me minus 3 plus 10. So a is simply, giving us 7. So that's the value for a. So we have a 7, and we have c as what? Minus 5. Okay, so I'm going to go straight to solving for, we have b plus 2d equals to 2. So let me write it first. B plus 2d equals to 2. We also have 3b plus 4d. 3b plus 4d equals to 4. Yep. So solving this simultaneously, I'm going to get this. Of course, this is our equation 3 and this is our equation 4. So solving this simultaneously is going to give me, okay, from equation 3, I can say that b is equal to 2 minus 2d. And I'm going to call this equation, I'm going to call it equation Roman numeral II. So I'm going to put equation Roman numeral II into equation 4. So wherever I see b, I'm going to put that. So it's going to be 2 minus 2d plus 4d equals to 4. So this is going to give me 6 minus 6d, plus 4d equals to 4. So this is going to give me minus 2d equals to 4 minus 6, which is minus 2. So if I'm left with minus 2d equals to minus 2, it simply means that d equals to plus 1. So I've gotten a value for d. Now I can quickly get my value for b. If d is 1, b, it simply means that b is going to be, remember equation Roman numeral II, so b is going to be 2 minus 2, 1. And that simply means that b equals to 0. 2 minus 2, that gives me 0. So that is the final answer. So remember, we said that from the question, the question says we should find C such that A multiplied by C gives us that. So the matrix C is simply giving us A, we got A to be 7, B, we got B to be 0, C, we got C to be, what's our C? C minus 5, and then we got D to be 1. So this is the matrix, and this is our final answer. All right, so we jump straight into the next question. The next question says, if matrix 3, 0, 3, 1, this gives us that, find x and y. So I'm going to multiply straight quickly. So this is going to give me 3x, 3, that is 3 times this plus 0, because 0 times y is 0. Then it simply means that this is minus 6. Also 3 times x is 3x. So 1 times y gives us plus y, and that's equal to minus 10. So I can call this equation 1 and call this equation 2. So basically, if 3x equals to 6, it simply means that we know the value for x, and the value for x is simply 2. So I'm going to slot that into the equation 2. So if x equals 2, it simply means that 3 times 2 plus y equals, oh sorry, x equal, there's a negative sign here, so that's negative 2. So equals negative 10. So this is minus 6 plus y equals minus 10. So y is simply minus 10 plus 6. And that gives me y equals minus 4. So that is the answer. X equals minus 2 and y equals minus 4. And finally, we have to solve this. It says if A equals this and B this, find a matrix Z that gives us that. Remember, if AB equals to a unit matrix, so I'm going to write matrix A. I have A, 1, 2, B. So we're saying that when matrix A, capital A, is multiplied by capital B matrix, so capital B matrix is minus 1, C, 0, D. We're saying that when they are both multiplied against each other, it gives us I, and I is a 2 by 2 unit matrix. So this is how a unit matrix looks like. Yeah, so this is what we are saying. Now they're telling us to find a matrix Z. So I'm going to go straight into working on this. So A times this is going to give me minus A plus D. This time this is going to give me A. Sorry, this time this is going to give me AC actually. Then plus 0. And this times this is going to give me minus 2 plus BD. And this times this is going to give me 2C, yeah, plus 0. And we're saying that it's going to be equal to a unit matrix. Okay, so I can pick them one after the other and start equating. So minus A plus D simply equates 1. Then minus 2 minus 2 plus BD, sorry, equals to 0. AC equals to 0. 2C equals to 1. Yeah, so this is what we've got. But so now I can quickly start looking out for the letters. From what we have, you can see that if 2C equals to 1, it simply means that C equals to 1 half, equals to half, right? Okay, good. So since I've gotten my value for C, I can quickly get my value for A. A times C equals to 0, meaning that when I divide 0 by C, it's going to give me A. So that means A is equal to 0, because anything divided by 0 is 0. So A equals 0. So now that I have my value for A, I can quickly get my value for D. So sorry, I want to come over to this side. So remember, minus A plus D equals to 1. And since A equals 0, okay, so D is simply going to be 1 plus A. And D was to, remember we know A to be what? A0. So D is simply equal to 1. Sorry. D is equal to 1. Then finally B. So minus 2 plus BD gives me 0, meaning that BD equals to 2. And if D equals to 1, it simply means that B equals to 2. So that is the final answer. So the matrix Z is simply A. Remember, A is what? A is 0. B is what? B is 2. C is what? Half. And D is 1. So that is our final answer. We've been able to get the matrix. So thank you. I hope you've learned something. I'll see you in the next video.